Hello again. Let's get into the Instant Farmer Chapter 2. At the local coffee shop, Ken tells Greg to wait outside with his pet and that he will buy the coffee this morning. That sounds good. So Ken enters the coffee shop and places his order with the attendant. The young man behind the counter is happy to sell some coffee to Ken. Outside of the coffee shop now, Ken hands a hot cup to Greg and they start to walk on the sidewalk. This morning is proving to be excellent. They pass by a fruit and vegetable store. Ken wants to go in to buy something to eat later. He is really into corn right now. So, again, Greg waits outside while Ken does some shopping. He picks up some apples and bananas. That will be all for today. He happily pays the bill and exits the store. Now they walk some more. Greg says, "What did you buy?" Ken says, "Just some apples and bananas." Greg says, "You were very quick. I don't mind waiting with Lola outside." Ken gives him a smile and they both stop walking for a few seconds. They are such good friends. They are very close. Greg's apartment is closer than Ken's, so they are on their way home. Ken thanks Greg for sharing the morning with him and then says see you later to him. Greg is home. So is Lola. They enter the lobby and are greeted by one of the tenants. He says hello to Lola and to Greg. He then says goodbye as he walks out of the building. Greg gets into the elevator and goes to his room. Ken is on his way home. He has decided to walk the long way back. That means he will pass by the independent bookstore. He is always happy to find something worthwhile to read. It is difficult for him to pass by the bookstore without going inside of it. Ken gives into temptation and enters the bookstore. He asks the clerk how his morning is treating him. The clerk knows Ken well. He has known Ken since childhood. He quickly gives Ken a good morning and a smile, and tells Ken that today feels special. After looking around for a little while, Ken decides not to buy anything. He just wanted to visit and to see if anything caught his attention. Nothing caught his eye. He has more than a few books at home that he is in the process of reading. He will be well taken care of in his home library. Ken says goodbye to the clerk and starts to walk home. Ken loves to nibble on candy-coated chocolate drops. They are his favorite treat. He knows that they are not designed for adults. Candy is for children. He feels like picking some up at the corner store. This particular corner store is 2 blocks from his apartment, so he goes in to pick up his favorite treat. He opens the package as soon as he exits the store. He starts to eat them. Everything is good. 2 blocks later, he is home. He is also out of candy. That candy went quickly. Candy is always quick with Ken. He enters the elevator and presses the correct number for the floor. Ken is home. Inside his apartment, Ken finds himself in his favorite chair. He is in the mood to read. He had such a good morning. He saw his best friend and bought some fruit, nibbled on some candy as well. This morning just seems perfect. Ken is not into the crime drama books. He doesn't care for the violent aspects of that style. He doesn't understand why so many people like to read about crime and police activity. It makes him want to write his own book. That way he can write whatever he wants. People might actually want to read something that is not related to the police. One of Ken's favorite breakfasts is to toast bread, then to spread some peanut butter. Top the peanut butter with slices of banana. That would be such a treat for today, A classic peanut butter and banana open-faced sandwich. That sounds good. That concludes this chapter. I hope you enjoyed listening. Again, if you want to read along with me, then you should pick up a copy of my ebook from Kindle. Goodbye until the next chapter.